you've been letting other people dictate your life. You've been letting other people set out the path that you're going to follow. You've been letting other people decide what your future will be. You've been letting other people stop you from truly doing what you want to do. And I can't lie, so have I. I think growing up, there's this very common saying, which is don't care about what other people think, right? Parents will tell this to their kids if their kids get bullied at school and, someone calls them something nasty, like, hey man, like, I don't know, you got a big nose. They're like, don't worry about them. They're just hating, right? They're just hating. And we're conditioned this, like, age-old saying to not care about what other people think. But what happens when those other people are your family and friends? Where is the separation? Where's the boundary at which point you don't care about what others think when it comes to your family and friends? For a very long time, I've been wanting to make a YouTube channel to be able to use that as my creative outlet, to be able to express my ideas, to be able to storytell. But I've always been afraid. And that fear has not really been because I'm scared to put myself out there in the world. But I think it's because I'm scared to put myself out there in front of my family and friends. Because I know they're going to have, certain things to say. Those things are going to start to affect my personal relationships. And as a result of it, I haven't been doing this, in the past, I've been online, I've been on social media, and I've had, channels across social media platforms where everyone knows, my family knows, my parents knows. And this, literally the other week, I was in my room working because I do remote work, and I hear myself, talking from the living room, and I was like, well, there can only be one Arnav, right? And that's me, and I'm here, so, what the hell's going on? So I walk down the hallway, and I turn into my room, and we have this big TV and a black couch, and my mum and my brother are just sitting there watching my YouTube video that I uploaded that day. Instantly, my mum, tells me some things I can improve in the video. Usually, she'll tell me how I look. She'll tell me stuff about my acne, my clothes. And initially, I just got, a little bit, ticked off. I got a little angry. I was like, hey, mum, just, leave me alone. Don't watch my videos. Don't comment on my videos. And don't tell me, stuff about my videos, because then I start creating the videos for you. But my mum is definitely not the audience. And also, the fact that I know my mum is watching, doesn't let me be me, if that makes sense. For example, imagine your entire life. You're a type of person at home. You're a type of person in front of your parents. But you're a different type of person in front of your friends. And you're a different type of person in front of the world where no one knows you. There's this it's this really great feeling. I went to a concert a few weeks ago by myself and had this feeling of relief that I didn't have to pretend to be someone I wasn't, in a way. Because in every social circle, every setting, there are certain boundaries, certain assumptions that are placed upon you, and you have to live up to them. But all of those, don't exist when no one knows you. You get to reinvent yourself. So for me, I sort of said that to my mum, and I realized and reflected, I sort of apologized to her, because at the end of the day, she's just wanting her son to look good on the internet. She's wanting her son to look in a way that he positions himself to get status. Other people look at him and they're like, oh damn, this is great, right? So she was coming from a great angle. But at the same time, that was holding me back. I was letting that dictate the path that I wanted my life to go. So as a result of that, I've made this brand new channel, which I'm going to tell no one about, besides this one friend who's also doing something similar. He's made a new channel and he's telling no one about his channel, but me, right? So 2025 for me is going to be a year of being myself and sharing honestly, authentically, and transparently with the world. Sharing my ideas, sharing my outlets, just yapping to a camera. And there's a few objectives here, and this is really, the first of hopefully what will be many videos, but I'm trying to keep things simple in 2025. Stage one, basically, this is my goals for 2025 with this channel. 5 videos a week. That's it. That's the goal. That's the system. That's the process. That's it. That's what we're going to be trying to get. Not going to think a lot. And these videos will just be stuff happening in my life. A lesson I learned, an experience I had, and sort of documenting these stories, using this as a journal, to be able to put stuff out there into the world, and really as a form of skill development. I've been putting off making this first video for a very long time, and maybe you're putting off something that you've been wanting to do for a very long time, and you've been putting that off because you're afraid of what other people may think. That is, you're afraid that you're afraid what your friends will say. You're afraid how your family will react and behave and treat you differently if you pursued what you wanted to pursue. So maybe if this video found you, take this as a sign that maybe you should do that thing. And I'm not saying go do that thing in public. Do it in secret for a while. See how that feels. And maybe that eventually gives you the courage. Hopefully it gives me the courage to be able to just do this all the time, right? In front of my family and just not care. Yeah. Cool. That's it. That's my first video. By the way, that was first take. Just roll with it.